We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made, because people thought...
Did he actually just say that on the world stage? Trump is literally at the World Economic Forum joking about using excessive force on Denmark to get Greenland. You have to see the rest of this speech. It's actually wild.
Governor Newsom, who strikes me as Patrick Bateman meets Sparkle Beach Ken, may be the only Californian who knows less about economics than Kamala Harris. He's here this week with his billionaire sugar daddy, Alex Soros, and the Davos is the perfect place for a man who, when everyone else was on lockdown, when he was having people arrested for going to church, he was having $1,000 a night meals at the French Laundry, and I'm sure the California people won't forget that.
Okay, Patrick Bateman meets Sparkle Beach Ken might be the most specific and devastating insult I've heard in politics this year. Scott Bessent didn't just go after policies. He went for the jugular on the whole persona. You can tell the room wasn't expecting that level of heat. He's painting this picture of a disconnect between the Davos elite bubble and the reality back in California. That was personal.
States is asking for is a place called Greenland, where we already had it as a trustee, but respectfully returned it back to Denmark not long ago after we defeated the Germans, the Japanese, the Italians, and others in World War II. We gave it back to them.
Well, President Trump says the problem with NATO is...
He's framing this history like it's a rental car return. We gave it back to them. He's standing there in Davos, basically rewriting the geopolitical map with a smile. It's classic leverage. He puts out this massive, almost absurd anchor point about owning the territory, which forces everyone else to negotiate just to get back to normal. It sounds like a joke, but look at the reaction. He's dead serious about the control aspect.
Mr. President, how did you do the deal? Come and tell us how you did the deal, sir.
Good deal, fair deal for everybody. I think it's a very good deal.
Can you give us more details about the deal?
How did you do the deal?
No, it's a great deal for everybody.
Will there be
This is the visuals of power right here. Walking up the ramp, not stopping, throwing quick answers over his shoulder. Notice he keeps repeating it's a great deal for everybody. He's controlling the narrative before the details are even out. He looks completely in his element here while the press is scrambling just to keep up with him. It's total confidence versus chaos.
You were obviously named by President Trump during that speech. Yeah. What was your reaction to what he had to say about you?
None. I think he said something very different last night. I didn't hear new scum. I heard new green scam. But I mean, come on, it was remarkably boring. It was remarkably insignificant.
Newsom is trying really hard to laugh this off, but you can see the tension. He flips Newsom to green scam. It feels a bit rehearsed, doesn't it? He's trying to dismiss the entire Greenland negotiation as fake, calling it boring and insignificant. But if it's so insignificant, why is he doing interviews about it in a crowded hallway in Switzerland? He looks rattled.
So we're also here partly for economic reasons. The climate crisis and ice thaw has left vital shipping routes often open, like these. A shorter path that China is keen to exploit, and potentially there are rare earth minerals, other resources that are easy to get to if the ice sheet gives way. But the Arctic's role in defence is vital to Russia and its enemies. What's important is the Kola Peninsula here, where Russia keeps its second strike nuclear submarines. They need to get through the so-called Bear Gap and the...
And here is why this isn't actually a joke. Look at that map. As the ice melts, new shipping lanes open up that cut travel time drastically. China wants those routes. Russia wants those routes. Trump talking about buying Greenland sounds crazy on a bumper sticker, But strategically, it's about controlling the future of global trade. It's not about buying an island, it's about owning the toll booth for the next century. So is it 4D chess or just chaos? Let me know what you think of that excessive force comment below. Don't forget to follow for more breakdowns.